Hello and welcome to a new Football Manager experiment on Boss United FM. Jadon Sancho left Manchester City in 2017 to join German club Borussia Dortmund in the search for more first-team football at the top level. He had only joined City from Watford at the age of 14, but moved on again 3 years later. He now plays in front of the yellow wall in the German Bundesliga, and he cost Dortmund only £7 million. Sancho has not looked back since and scored 12 goals and provided 14 assists in his first full Dortmund season. He even improved on both of those stats in the season just gone, 2019-20, and mustered 17 goals and 16 assists. You can see why Manchester United are treating him as their number one target this summer. But how would he cope with playing for a smaller United? In this video, we have transferred Sancho over to Conference North side Boston United at level 6 in the English football pyramid. He's been given a 3-year contract on £1,000 per week. Will his quality be enough to see the club promoted first season? How long will he stay at Boston? Will they command a big transfer fee for him should he move on before the end of his contract? Let's take a look. Right, it's now 1st of June 2022, almost the end of Sancho's initial contract, but he's not in the Boston squad, so he's presumably been sold. If we scroll down, so he's not there. There is Timmy Abraham in there, he's Tammy's brother, but there is a few original squad members still there from Boston, like George Willis. And scrolling down, there's also Jordan Fulis and Dominic Knowles. What I have noticed at the top here is that the club are in the National League, so there's been at least one promotion in these 3 years. Let's take a look at the transfers. Right, so he's not gone out this season, so that makes me think that he's possibly had one season at United, that's Boston United, and then been sold on. Let's go back to that first season. So he's not left during that season. He's not left in January or anything. However, 20th of June 2020, he moved on to Wolves for £33 million. And if we just scroll down the list of ins, they have spent a little bit of the money across a few players, including like Noah Chessmain, Anis Mehmeti, Marshall Ratton. So they've spread out this £250,000 that they've spent of the 33 million. But let's take a look at Sancho. So there he is, 22 years old now in the Wolves squad. 16 caps for England and 3 goals. He looks like he's had a very good season with Wolves. 38 appearances in the league, 7 goals, 9 assists. A few England caps in there this season as well. Let's take a look at his history. So in that one season in the Vanarama North, he did only score the 8 goals, but he got an incredible 30 assists. 16 Man of the Match awards and an average rating of 8. Now normally a player in Conference North having that sort of season wouldn't command £33 million, but obviously this is a special case, and he's moved on. And he's had pretty similar records in those 2 seasons in the Premier League for Wolves. 7 goals in both, and then 19 assists over the 2. And where did Wolves finish? They finished in 9th, so he's actually gone to a team that's not going to play in European football next season. Maybe he'll be moving on this summer. Look at the season before. And again, Wolves, they're very much mid-table. They're not threatening the European places at all. Maybe he's made a bit of a bad decision. I wonder who was in for him at the time. So in that season with Boston, it doesn't look like he's kept his place in the England squad, which is understandable. Nobody expects a team from level 6 to be called up to the England squad. But has the move to Wolves done it straight away? Yes, so he's had 5 appearances for England in that first season at Wolves. Scored a goal, a couple of assists. So he doesn't seem to be a regular for England, but he's a regular in the squad by the looks of it. We can actually just check the current England squad. So is he in there? Yes, there he is. And he is actually wanted by Tottenham, which would be a move up for him. They want him on a transfer, and he's got a minimum fee release clause of 104 million, so that's probably what he would go for. Let's have a look at Tottenham. So we can see that they finished 6th, and they've got themselves a Europa League spot for next season. So should Sancho go there, he'll at least get back into European football. They were quite well behind the top four. Maybe Sancho will be that difference that they need. Get them up into the top four, get back into the Champions League. Just looking at England's record, and in the European Championships of 2020, it looks like an absolute disaster. Losing to Scotland in the group stage, only drawing with Austria, and then losing to the Czech Republic. Did Gareth keep his job? Let's have a quick look. So if we'll have a look at the managers. Indeed, yeah, he actually resigned at the end of that. Sean Dyche has taken over. And then it's later on in 2022 that the World Cup in Qatar happens. England have got Croatia, Egypt and the USA. Hopefully Sean Dyche will do a better job than Gareth Southgate did in Euro 2020. Taking a look at Boston United, so we can see that second one down. That's the season with Sancho, finishing top of the league, earning a promotion. 42 games, 26 wins. They did score 80 goals. Second season, this was the first one without Sancho, very much mid-table. The idea is always to survive, having gone up into the National League, and that's exactly what they've done. And if we look at the top there, we can see that this year they've actually finished 17th, so they've gone down a couple of places. But survival must always be the aim. Let's just take a look at the managers. So Craig Elliott, he's the man in charge at the start of the game, and he has gone. He's left in November 2021, was in charge for just over 4 years, and was sacked. Current manager is John Townsend. He's only been there half a year, so it was during this final season that Craig Elliott got the boot. We'll take a look and see exactly why he got the sack. So it was November 2021. If we scroll down, so it just looks like a poor run of results around this time. Doesn't look especially bad for a team that's wanting to survive. Got through to the FA Cup second round. Lost out to Crawley after a replay. Seemed to do all right in the FA Trophy as well. Obviously this was after Elliott departed, but they seem to have done okay. We'll continue the look at Boston's transfers. So after spending £250,000 of that £33 million in that first season after Sancho went, and then this season they've spent almost £1 million. So if we scroll down, so there's a few little ones for money. So there's Adam Liddell for £350,000, and then Tristan Cover for almost £500,000. So he's basically been half the budget spent this year. And he's had an okay season, nothing special. Was he a left back from Fulham? Not played a game beforehand, and they've spent £500,000 on him. But presumably there's a lot of money left in the bank account to get some more players in and see what they do over this summer. Okay, I'm just going to holiday a few more weeks. We're going to get to the end of the transfer window and see if Sancho does move on from Wolves as expected, with Tottenham's major interest. Okay, it's 1st of September 2022 and Sancho is still at Wolves. Tottenham did cool their interest for a couple of weeks, but they seem to be interested in him now, but after the transfer window is completed. What I'll do now, I'll zoom forward to the end of January and see if he's moved on then. It's now the 1st of July 2023 and Sancho is still at Wolves. Spurs are still interested but haven't made their move yet. He's had another good season with Wolves, playing 34 games and scoring 5 times, getting 6 assists. Wolves finished 11th this time, which makes it now 4 seasons without European football for Sancho, including the one he spent at Boston United. One bonus for Sancho is that England did much better in the World Cup in Qatar in 2022. They reached the semi-final, losing out to Italy 1-0. However, Sancho was brought on as an 18th minute substitute for an injured Raheem Sterling. He started the third place playoff against Uruguay, picking up an assist in a 6-0 victory. It's been an underwhelming career for Sancho since joining Boston United. He won Conference North with them in his only season, however his £33 million to Wolves has been disappointing. Starring in a mid-table side has not got him a move to a Champions League team. However, he does still have time on his side, being just 23 years old. If you've enjoyed the content of this video, please don't forget to leave a like. And for more videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.